Hello everyone. My name is Heap. For today's discussion, I think it is essential for people to have an insightful view regarding how other people could perceive in such a professional environment due to the reason that perception may have great influences on communication, teamwork, leadership effectiveness, and trust. Considering this, I really desire to get a better understanding of how my image and identity were perceived in people's eyes. Accordingly, I decided to interview two individuals in my life, including a friend and a colleague. They provided me with surprisingly honest and quietly revealing feedback that I had not been fully aware of, as well as being able to anticipate. Um, from my friend's view, he not only has been with me from a young age, but he also worked with me at the same healthcare institution. Nevertheless, we had different roles and tasks to carry out. When we had an in-depth interview, he mentioned that I was careless, um, emotional, driven, a bit timid, yet was highly driven and detail-oriented. Accordingly, sometimes, I may make others feel overwhelmed since I regularly want and prompt doing things overly serious. When I focus, I tend to become frown and deep in my space that I constantly ignore everyone, almost to the point that I seem unapproachable and stressed. This, as a result, I easily become burned out at some point. Um, I may be a loyal person and many people could rely on me. Yet he said that I am extremely rigid to believe in someone, and once my trust is collapsed, I tend to shut down completely toward that person, becoming distant and resentful rather than addressing the issue openly. This uh, a noticeable defensiveness of mine that may cause me to lose few potentially valuable relationships over the years. On the other hand, uh, in my colleague's view, he has worked alongside me in the first days um, of my nursing career, and he remarked on me in some ways, and similarly in others. He described me as a reliable in some aspects. I innovatively support others with new ideas. However, I am naturally inclined to work independently at times, which was reflected in his feedback. I rarely ask for help because I tend to double check tasks myself and prefer to handle responsibilities carefully and thoroughly. Nonetheless, as a healthcare professional working within an interprofessional healthcare team, I recognize the importance of teamwork and collaboration. And, I actively support my colleagues, offer help when needed, and contribute to a cooperative environment focused on delivering safe and effective patient care. So, when synthesizing both perspectives, others indeed agree that I am hardworking, loyal, um, detail-oriented, but also somewhat guarded, overly serious at times, emotionally reactive under stress, and slow to trust others. Through this reflection, I have become more aware of the importance of managing stress effectively and becoming warmer and more approachable, especially towards colleagues and, of course, my patients. I also recognize the importance of asking for help when needed and engaging more openly with others to avoid uh, emotional discomfort and misunderstandings. To some extent, I understand why these perceptions exist, as I often hesitate to share my thoughts because I don't want to burden others and may fear being hurt emotionally. However, despite appearing serious and reserved, I still attempt to uh, connect with others by making jokes, to comfort patients and engaging in conversations with colleagues. As a result, others may sometimes misinterpret my serious demeanor as emotional distance or coldness. In contrast, I may also assume that others understand my good intentions without me clearly communicating them. Furthermore, these perceptions do not fully define all of my strengths and weaknesses. Therefore, receiving feedback from others provides valuable insight that encourages me to continuously reflect on myself and improve my communication and interpersonal relationships. That is all. Thank you so much for listening.